With a new stadium rising just to the west of us, for now we're back for football in the familiar setting of Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Chicago Bears and the Buffalo Bills. Welcome to the booth. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. We are set for a good one. And off we go in Western New York. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
At their own 27-yard line.
And he's hit behind the line of scrimmage and taken down right away. A loss of yards. What a message on the first play.
You spend all week on your opening script. What are the plays that allow you to find a rhythm and have some early success offensively? Well, in this case, that first play you drawn up sent you going back the wrong direction. How does that change this play caller's approach to the ground game going forward?
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, it's Williams. That's caught left side by Ogunze. And he'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. 17 yards, the gain there. First down, Chicago.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example. Watch.
He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not having it. Going to lose a yard.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And he gets him 6 yards closer before going out of bounds. It's 3rd down coming up.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for 3rd down and 5. Got the hook up there to Ogunze. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
That's good.
Just take what the defense is giving you. And you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game. Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Williams to the air once more. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Luther Burden, the intended target, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again. Williams. That's to the Michigan man, Colston Loveland. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And the Bears are going to be set up first and goal. Nice run, getting them down to the 6.
You can see the confidence that this play caller has on his opening script. This is a textbook drive here to start the game. Nice job there by the back with a big gain. Sets up first and goal.
Great chance to make an early statement here on the road. It is first and goal. Here's a run. And he'll plunge forward to the 2. Setting up second and goal. The ball a little closer now. It is second and goal.
What is going on?
They'll try to run this one in. Good blocking, and he's in. Touchdown, Bears. It's his 4th rushing touchdown of the year.
The kicker on.
And that's a really important opening drive here, Mike. You think back a week ago, there was a lot of disappointment. It was a long week of practice, a lot of questions that had to be answered inside that building. So you want to come and show, hey, last week is over. We are a lot better than how we looked then, and we can't do it a lot better than that.
Short kick taken just inside the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. You talk about... response after the offense goes down the field and gets a touchdown. The special teams unit comes back to get the 6 right back for the other side.
And I've been there, Mike. You find yourself on offense, you watch your opponent go down and get a touchdown, and you're saying amongst each other, you're saying, hey, we're going to get the ball back. Let's go get one of our own. But in this case, the return unit says, no, offense, you stay on the sideline. We got this, and they go back and get a score of their own.
This fielded at about the 9. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
What is up?
Drive will start on the ground. And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game.
It's a loss of 2.
Here's a second and 12.
At the 22-yard line.
Working out of the gun. Here's Williams. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
Makes it third down and 12 yards to go.
Now Williams. This one's going to be taken in over the middle. They get 18 on the pitch and catch. Good for a Bears first down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it first and 10. Here's a first carry for their running back. And he's able to force his way through one man, but he can only muster about a yard on that play. Second down.
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains. They're nothing fancy. but they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road. And when you look down the field, Mike, there's just really nobody creating any real separation, and instead he tries to give one of his guys a 50-50 contested catch opportunity, but with the coverage as tight as it was, it just falls incomplete.
They need 8 as they come up for third down. Here's Williams now to throw. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
They couldn't start the game with 2 straight scoring drives. Much better job by the defense after some struggles on the opening drive. Coming out, forcing a stop, and now let's see if their offense can go out and even this up.
But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. They'll go play action here with Allen. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a first down.
37-yard line.
A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. All even on the scoreboard. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. On the ground, this is James Cook. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
The size, the speed, and the strength of this defensive tackle was on full display, Mike. He defeats the block, strikes the ball carrier at the line of scrimmage. He's able to bring him down, keep it to no gain.
On second down, Allen. A throw left side will be intercepted.
Mike, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
Owned back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And that'll be a pickup of 3. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Williams. He'll go right and find his running back. He'll be out of bounds, but after picking up the first down on a gain of 7.
You get so caught up defending all of these weapons all over the field, and it's sometimes really easy to forget about the back. And in this case, the quarterback does a nice job just dropping the ball off in his check down, and he lets him do the rest.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 13 yards. First down, Chicago.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game and the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches.
What is up?
They'll stick with him again. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. His first touchdown of the new campaign.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike, and you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched, and an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
14. Bills 7.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Josh Allen. That's taken in. It's James Cook. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the first down after a gain of 7.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
Here's 3rd and 2. From the gun, throw here for Allen. He's going to have the first down and then some. And they will finally run him down. Big-time play there for Buffalo. And even 30 yards.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
Allen going to give it to Cook. Finding space at the 15. And they'll have 1st and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get first down after first down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. Moving outside. He's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
We need this. Let's do it. You can do it. Come on. Big play.
2nd and goal. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
The ball inches from the goal line. 3rd and goal. Now Allen. That's going to be broken up in the end zone. Incomplete. There was no space to fit that one in. And now here comes 4th and goal.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown.
And he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. Josh Allen. Touchdown, Bills. Extra point attempt. Still to come. He knocks it through. And the Bills will tie things up. We are all even at 14. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
A gain of 14. First down, Chicago.
Throwing on first down, it's Williams. That's a short one caught by Loveland.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
And he'll take this one in. Touchdown, Bears. Second touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5. Now to try here for the point after. His kick is good. And the Bears have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. To the 33. Stephon Dexter there on the tackle.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6 at the 33-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Allen. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
They've got to find a way to free him up, and whether that's moving him around the formation or using some pre-snap motion to get him better looks. But right now, it's been a lot of double coverage. It's been a lot of tight windows, and if they're going to have more success today on the offensive side of the ball, especially in the passing game, this offensive play caller needs to be more creative freeing him up.
On third down, it's Allen. He gets this complete to Shakir. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. They get 16 on that connection. First down, Buffalo. From the gun, here is Allen. Open man, downfield, it's Hawkinson. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in half number 1. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Allen to throw again. Quick throw, taken in. Now a timeout, Buffalo. Their second. As that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at...
That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Bears will take over at their own 15.
Every Every defensive coordinator, Mike, in the NFL preaches one thing about red zone defense. Keep them out of the end zone. Make them settle for 3. Well, what do? With that interception, they take it to another level, and they get off the field without allowing a single point.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And they're going to mark them down right at the 30-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they get the timeout. So, 1st and 10 now from the 30. Up the middle they go. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. Third quarter begins with a run. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Allen. His throw left side is complete. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a first down. Off the play fake, it's Allen. Rolling right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he will be out of bounds right around the 35. 15 more on that connection. They're making it look easy. That's another first down. On the carry, it's Cook. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
34-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. Quickly to Shakir on the RPO. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding him.
And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
1st and 10 now from the 36.
What is up?
Handoff here, up the middle, and that one going to be closed down the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
So they go backwards on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 13. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. That's caught left side by Odunze. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. A gain of 16 on that pass. Good for a Bears first down.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
He'll turn and hand this one off. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. They get 14 yards and set up first and goal.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Write down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
They'll have to go the full 10 yards. It's first and goal. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll take this down to about the 7.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 7 for second and goal. Now give on the ground, and he's in! Touchdown, Chicago. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. An extra point attempt to follow. He's got it. And the Bears have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball is going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. Now Allen on first down. Moving to his right. He runs with it. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. It's a gain of 34. To throw on first and 10, Allen. Throw across his body is complete. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2 at the 23-yard line.
From the 23, here's second down and 2. On play action, Allen. Good coverage there in the end zone. That is incomplete. Terrific work. They separated the man from the football. And it'll bring up third down.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
On third and a couple, here's Allen. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. And the Bears are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th down.
And at this point on the sideline, Mike, it just has to feel like deja vu. I mean, really, the last 2 drives, same story. Continuing to drive, have something brewing, and then you just stall out in the exact same fashion. You can't put the ball in harm's way. You're not going to win a lot of football games if you do.
Boom past the 20, and he'll be taken down. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
From the gun, here's a handoff. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. A pickup of 14 on that one. First down, Chicago.
Have to imagine at some point here, Mike, the defensive coordinator looks to change things up. This running back has had his way with them all day long. Get a few more guys in the box, and then you know what that does. It opens you up down the field to that passing game.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. We go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Well, we see a lot of this as they begin the 4th quarter on the ground. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard. On the bootleg, it's Williams. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. A pickup there of 19 yards. Good for a Bears 1st down.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A 1st down.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had to lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he will score again. Touchdown, Bears. He's doubled his touchdown output for the season in 1 game. That's his 3rd of the game, his 6th this year.
The kicker on for the extra point.
And another score in another good performance after winning the opener on their way to 2-0.
Mike, you can't be 2-0 without being 1-0, and for them to be able to continue to string early wins together in the first part of the year, this is the start that every team dreams about. This is what you work for all off-season long to start your season and build some early momentum. Gives you a lot of flexibility and wiggle room as the rest of this season plays on.
This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Half. What's that?
On 1st down, it's Allen. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
They just have to be better on 1st down. They've got to find a way to continue to operate ahead of the sticks, and I don't mind throwing it on 1st down. That is the best down in football to attempt to pass, but if they don't protect the passer, none of it's going to matter.
Half 85. Half 80. Half 10.
Allen now on 2nd down. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Now Allen facing third and long. Forced to his right. Going deep downfield for Judy. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
You know, Mike, the one thing that we used to say is it didn't matter how good you were or how long you played. Eventually, you're just going to have one of those days, and I think for this quarterback, he's got to be able to move on from this pretty quickly because this is about as bad a day in the offense as you can imagine. I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long.
What is that?
They'll go with the run. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up third down.
Tackle made at the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 6. Brings up third and 13.
What is that? Touchdown!
Working out of the gun. Here's Williams. This one taken in by Odunze. Out of bounds, but in business. They mark him down near the 2. That's well done as they get the conversion on third and 13. 2 yards and 6 points. It is first down and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. Trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short.
Leads to second and goal.
Project, this ain't what you want.
Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. They'll go with him again. And this is not going to do it either. Stop for no gain. And just like that, it's third and goal.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's third and goal. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Half yard, that's all they need on this third and goal. They'll run, and he will not get in. The defense stands their ground, pushes him back, and they force fourth down.
How about this for a goal line stand, Mike? Your back's against the wall, back-to-back plays, you hold tight. They set themselves up here to defend a fourth and goal try.
The offense staying put. Fourth and goal from the 2. Try to get him to jump. Did not work. Good job by the defense to stay disciplined. It's a delay game. The Bears call out their field goal team. This about as short as you can get. Good snap. Good hold. Good carry. And the Bears will add to their lead here in the fourth quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Falls incomplete. He was looking for T.J. Hockenson on that one. And that will lead to a second down. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. And he's open, middle of the field. It is caught. And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Allen with a throw on 1st and 10. This is caught down that right sideline. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Throw once more. Here's Allen. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. Space getting tight here. Down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. Throwing again. It's Allen. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And more of the same. Another interception. And the Bears will take over at their own 15.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So this one, a win for the visiting Bears. They get the victory here, away from home, to run their early season record to 2-0. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.
happening? What's happening? Hey, it's your boy Lil Jon. Pick your meat click. What's up, Phony? What's happening? What's up, Sean Paul? What's happening? Hey, now ladies and gentlemen, it's about that time now. About that time. Turn this thing on out. Now let me see everybody do this. Hey, let's go.